Hello everyone. Hope you're having an excellent evening. I'm doing pretty good. We're here with another sorting stream. It's Sunday. We've got a bunch of brick in front of me here. A bin here that I've been working on for a little bit off camera, but also multiple bins here behind me, so we should have plenty to work with for tonight. The schedule is kind of a little bit interrupted once again. I usually prefer to do these around 4 p.m. Eastern, but today it's, I think, what is it, 7:15? Yeah, 7:15 again. And that's normally fine. The reason being, I actually have a valid excuse this time, okay? We were doing a bunch of D&D earlier this afternoon, and it was a lot of fun. We didn't make much progress, but we did have a good time, and that's what matters. And there was a lot of fun had. So that was happening right over 4, so we weren't exactly able to sort Lego at that time. So we're here now, and we'll get some progress done and chat with some of our friends in the chat. But yeah, that is the scheduling for today. Hopefully we can get at least an hour of sorting done. That shouldn't be a problem. It depends on whether I can make it a full 2 hours. I'd like to, because that's more done, and usually more people can stop by and say hi. But if I tire out and I'm feeling really sleepy after an hour of sorting, we'll call it a night and let everyone go to bed. But for now, we'll see what we can get done. So let's say hi to some of our friends in the chat, and then we can get started working on some more brick here. Grumpy J was here bright and early as usual. Good to see you, Grumpy J. Hope you're doing well. Sweet, more Lego, exactly. Actually, there was a lot of Lego stuff happening today. I know some people were getting some of the June 1st releases because it is June now. Happy June, everybody. It was probably June earlier for people in Australia or New Zealand. I know we have a couple people who like to view from over there. So, yeah, finally some good Lego releases to check out for sure. Cross Airborne Custom says, I might leave a little bit before 8. No worries, Cross. We might be done at 8:15, so we'll see how that goes. Svam Studios was here earlier too. Mr. Just Break It. Good to see you, Mr. Just Break It. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Steve is here. Good to see you, Steve. Hope you're doing well. Michael is here, all the way from Iceland. Good to see you, Michael. Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Hey, guys. We hit the Lego store on release day, and it was pretty cool seeing so many Lego fans. Yeah, the Lego store on release day is usually quite the zoo. In a good way. It's an exciting time to visit the Lego store for sure. I did not go in person. I just bought a set online because I had to get it. I couldn't say no. I did have some points to redeem though, so I was able to kind of round down the price a little bit. Can anyone guess what set I bought with my hard-earned money today? It was this afternoon that I bought it, so let me know if you can guess. Svam Studios is here. Hello, Mark. We always look forward to your Sunday sorting streams. That's awesome, Svam Studios. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, we've got some good brick to go through today. Some interesting pieces. Some stories to be told about some of these mocks, I think. We'll see. Oh, that's the wrong bin. There you go. Today starts the start of a busy month. Yes, that's right, Cross. I'm sure a lot of people will be working on all sorts of things as the summer gets started here. Michael says, didn't get any new sets, but got super lucky in Facebook Marketplace and got a ton of sealed sets for crazy cheap. Some guy had to sell off his collection fast. Well, there you go, Michael. That's awesome. Any particularly noteworthy sets in that haul? But yeah, if you can get sealed sets for cheap, that's pretty good. So. I don't think I've ever scored a good collection of sealed sets. I have gotten a couple nice big bins full of kind of random Lego stuff. Some good figures in there too. So every now and then I'll find something. But nothing too crazy. So. Gumballs. Yep, that is a good guess, Mr. Just Break It. Yep, a busy month. Minifig machine. Yep, that is correct. I ended up springing for the minifigure machine. I ended up paying, I think it was like $60 less than retail because I had a bunch of points to redeem. But it's still not a great deal. But I really wanted those cool classic space and castle minifigures, even if it's just a few of them. I think that's all I'll really need. I don't normally need more than like a handful of characters to make a scene make sense. So, yeah, I think it'll be worth it. And I'm also going to drop the gumball machine in the sorting bin. If you have seen my previous videos on some sets that I wasn't super fond of for whatever reason, they usually go right in the bin, and it's kind of funny when they do. So keep an eye out for that short video at some point. I'm sure Corey, Sam's Brego on Instagram will be very upset when I dump another perfectly good normal set in the bin. So yeah, it'll be funny. People are already selling the figs from the gumball machine, $22 each. Yeah, so it's worth buying the set if you don't want to pay $22 each on Bricklink or eBay or other places like that. That is a little expensive for an individual character. If you only needed one, though, if you just needed one of the new teal spacemen, then I could understand just getting that versus spending, what was it, $180? It was a lot of money. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but I can see the logic, unfortunately, but yeah. I don't like scalpers, though. That always makes me a little sad to hear that, so. Well, this first spin is wrapping up quickly. I wouldn't say we cheated, but we definitely started off with a big head start to this sorting stream. So we're almost done with this first spin. So. Matt X is here. Those exclusive minifigs are locked behind such a pricey set. Yes, it's kind of tragic, Matt. I would have loved to see that a little more reasonable price point or a more grandiose gumball machine. I've shared my thoughts on a short video, and I actually had fun doing it, and I had fun talking about the Balrog too. So if I see a Lego set that I think I have something meaningful to say versus, oh look, another nice Lego set, then I'll definitely be doing that in future as a short, fun video like that. So keeping an eye out for sets. I kind of was thinking about the Cruella de Vil car, but I like that set. I think it's good. So like, what would I say? It's great. Maybe go buy it. I don't know. That seems boring. So unless I can gripe about it, I'm not going to talk about it. Yep, 3 small Marvel sets, 5 decent-sized Harry Potter sets, and Fortnite Battle Bus for just $3.15 used. Like Grumpy J said, it was pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet, Michael. Those are all really, Harry Potter especially is fantastic for the parts. So good find there. Oh, there's a red turbine piece there. Interesting. I don't know how the lighting is showing up. The camera's very small on my laptop, which I'm using today. So hopefully the lighting is okay. You can actually see what I'm working on. This is interesting. So using Technic, they've actually put this very sturdy hinge piece in the middle of 2 studs. So that's like off kilter. I don't know if you can see the connections there. That's really interesting. I don't know if I would be able to use that in anything, but it's just fascinating to see. I won't say I'm like learning to like Technic, but I'm at least seeing some things that are worth appreciating. Technic has always been the bane of my existence, but I see some parts I like about it. And that is one of them, so. We'll leave that whole assembly and just throw it in the Technic bin. There we go. Miss Ingrid Bricks is here. Hello, chat. Good to see you, Miss Ingrid Bricks. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. That Lego Kid is here. Good to see you, that Lego Kid, all the way from down under. Mark, the lighting is good. Oh, fantastic, Grumpy J. Good to hear. It just looks very... I'm looking at probably a 3x2 preview on my small laptop, so it's hard to tell. But thank you for the information. Mr. Just Break It says, we picked up a couple Bluey sets for our granddaughter's 4th birthday next month. Yes, there you go. Starting them nice and early. That's good. Lego is a good constructive toy to have, though, so it's I'd recommend that for kids for sure. So, but yeah, that's Bluey is so incredibly popular as a TV show. It's really great that Lego was able to secure the rights to make those sets. So good for Lego. And Gloria Erickson is here. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. That Lego Kid says, I'm sick, but your stream cheers me up. Oh, I'm so sorry not feeling well, that Lego Kid. I hope you feel better soon. At least you have something to watch while you're not feeling well. Hopefully you feel better soon. There's a very useful Lego string with those little bar grip handles. Good for bridges, good for climbing a castle wall. So many good applications for this piece. Just putting that with the minifigure stuff right away. There's that new burnt orange color. It looks like regular orange here, but it's the newer, darker orange color. And interesting piece. It's like the Technic steering wheel. Not as useful for what I typically build, but it's it's there in the Technic if I need it. Some gray, and this is a piece of a former 12-hour build. I don't know if anyone remembers the Forestman Feast video. It would have been last November, late November, I believe. And yeah, a good scene, a good build. Didn't have any real problems with it other than the fact that it was big and it had a ton of pieces in it. Green, plants, minifigures, things that I need for future castle mocks. So decided to take that one apart, save myself a little transportation room for new mocks. And yeah, unfortunately gets disassembled. But it lives forever in a nice like 25-minute video, 28-minute video. So you can always go see the entire build process there, which is nice about doing YouTube videos of your mocks. You can really see the details, remember it. So always keep that nostalgia. Darkside Brick Zerkers is here. That click hinge Technic part is the only Technic thing I like. LOL. I'm using them in a 2.5-foot Sentinel mock I've got in the works. Wow, that's 2.5 feet. That's a pretty tall mech you're working on. You'll definitely need some sturdy clips for it. Yeah, that's one of my favorite Technic pieces too, Darkside Brick Zerkers, because it's super strong. You can hold a lot of weight with it, and it won't buckle under the stress. Unlike a lot of Lego hinges will definitely do that, so yeah. I can't think of any time I've used that piece recently. I'm sure I did somewhere, though. Oh, no. I used 4 of them in my Ice Planet ship not too long ago. So yes, I have been using that piece recently as well. So. But looking forward to the Sentinel mock. That sounds pretty exciting. Hey, you might want to check out a video I'm uploading on Tuesday. It has to do with a mock review series that I'm working on. So keep an eye out for that, Darkside Brick Zerkers. I'd love your input on that at some point. So, and basically anyone who's watching, keep an eye out for that video on Tuesday. Members can already see it and get a sneak preview and a little bit of a jump start on what is going on. So keep an eye out. So. Rub it in, Grumpy. Oh. Grumpy J says, I'm healthy. Hey, that Lego kid is not feeling well. We want to show sympathy. Make him feel better. We don't want to tease him, Grumpy. Good grief. Grumpy J, what a grump. I think that Lego kid would find it funny if Grumpy J was teasing him. He means well. He just comes across as a grump sometimes. It's alright. Rip Forestman. Yep, unfortunately the Forestman scene is gone, but I'm sure I'll be doing more Forestman mocks soon. They're one of my favorite castle factions, and I have a lot of pieces for them, so it would make a lot of sense to do more Forester creations in the future. Oop. First piece dropped tonight. I'm too lazy to go pick it up right now. I'll get it later. And that's gonna be... Oh, there's 2 more pieces. Well, that's gonna be the first bin of tonight. Very efficient timing. That was like not even 15-20 minutes on that one, so little pat on the back for old Mark here getting a bin done. Let's see, this one looks really full, but the pieces are medium sized or large, so this should go pretty quickly as well. Let's see what comments we got though. Hold on one second. Mark, I gotta ask, by the way, did you see JT Sandman 45's huge Atlantis mock yesterday? He made one of the best mocks I've seen in ages. I have not seen it. Was it on Instagram or YouTube? I would definitely like to see it because I'm now a fan of Atlantis stuff, having built a little bit of Atlantis myself. So yeah, if you have a link to it, Michael, feel free to drop it on Instagram. But yeah. About time, Rob. Good to see you, Rob. Thanks for stopping by. Rob Claxton is in the house. And UFO Bricks. Good to see you, UFO Bricks. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. For those who have joined the stream and are watching, feel free to like the video. It helps a lot if you're able to do that. If not, it's okay. No pressure. But, it does help. So, I would certainly appreciate it. So. Svam Studios says, you had mentioned building a Ninjago mock before. We can answer any questions you have about Ninjago. Interesting. Okay. If I have anything that comes up, I will be sure to ask. I did watch the first couple seasons now, and I'm working my way slowly through them. So I'll hopefully keep it pretty simple if I do make some Ninjago, probably from the earlier seasons. But yes, I'll let you know at Svam Studios if I have any questions, because I am not an expert by any means. I'm pretty novice on that theme. So this is what happens when you have just bulk Lego lying around. This will happen. You might encounter this at home. You got a little 1x1 round tile. It's a little flesh-colored tile stuck in the tan brick, and you really don't want it in there because it'll make it hard to connect it to other pieces. I'm gonna try to pry it out of there. Do I have a Lego weapon? Here we go. This should work. So we're gonna try and use a Lego horn piece, and that worked perfect. Now we're free. There we go. Did the trick without too much agony. There you go. Let's go down a little bit. Ooh, lots of comments. Thank you everyone for commenting. I actually can't wait for the mock review, watching that preview after the stream. There you go. Yeah, it's a very short video. It's just a couple minutes long, but it's hopefully kicking in motion something that will be very fun and enjoyable to watch for a long period of time. So keep an eye out for that. Yippers, love the membership, all the early access. Yep, there's a little bit of, there's some perks to being a member of the channel for sure. Nothing crazy, but there are some advantages. So. Darkside Brick Circus says, it's my first try at a mech style build, so it's been interesting trying to figure it out, and the mock review video sounds great, man. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, well, so it's hopefully me reviewing other people's mocks, so keep an eye out for that. Looking forward to it. Yeah, thanks again, Mark, for making the membership so affordable. Us poor fans appreciate it. Well, thank you for supporting, Michael. Appreciate it. Yeah, if it's more than 99 cents, I would really feel guilty if I wasn't providing tons of content. There's a lot there, but I think 99 cents is a fair value for what you're getting. It's nice little perks, advantages. You get to see videos early, get some emojis, simple things like that. So yeah, I'm trying to make it so that anyone who wants to can support the channel if they're interested. But yeah, thank you, Michael. Is it going to be something that you find built online and check them out, or by submissions? It's submissions based, but I won't say too much more. You'll see it on Tuesday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern, so keep an eye out. Looking forward to hopefully lots of people participating. Lego Kid, oh, Grumpy says, Lego Kid, you're young, you'll bounce back, bigger, better, and stronger. That's encouraging. Thank you, Grumpy J. That's better. That will encourage that Lego Kid versus make them feel miserable about not feeling well. Good stuff. Any chance you join LAN and maybe doing set reviews? I watched Tiago to get the honest review. Yes. So I haven't joined LAN. I'm not part of the LAN at all. I would definitely let people know if I was. I don't really have that big an interest of joining LAN. There are certainly some nice things about it, like you basically get a lot of free Lego, which I would appreciate. At the same time, there's typically been a lot of things you have to do for the LAN. You have to do a lot of videos, mostly based around products and product reviews, which there's nothing really wrong with that. It's just that I don't find that as interesting as mock-based content. And they've been trying to shake it up and do different things, so it's not just send you a bunch of sets, you do a bunch of set reviews, because that just seems kind of tedious. And there's a lot of people in the LAN at this point. There's dozens and dozens of people all around the world. So it all sort of seems same-o, you know. So I don't know. I would definitely hear them out, but I don't know if I would actually join if I was even invited. And I'm not really a big YouTuber yet, so I don't know if I've crossed their radar to that extent. I know Lego Masters would certainly help that. Having a little notoriety there does boost my chances of ever becoming a LAN member, but we'll see. It's not something I'm actively pursuing right now. I'll put it that way. Let's see. Any other comments? Grumpy J, thanks. I got a week and 2 days before I'm Chicago bound. Counting down the days, Rob. I love it. Man, I'm excited for you guys. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm not jealous. I'm not grumpy. I'm not sad I can't make it this year. I'm just fine. No, I'm really happy for you guys. I am a little jealous, not gonna lie. You know, I'm like, oh man, that sounds like fun. Next year, maybe we'll be able to, me and Steven will be able to make it. Need to save up some money, get some things done. A few more big videos accomplished. A few more big mocks accomplished. I would need to figure out exactly what I would bring, because I don't think I would take the whole U-Haul up. Maybe. We'd have to see. I don't know if the miles would justify it. So, YouTube, just JSandman45. I'll send you a link later. It's like your Atlantis mock, which I absolutely love too, but scaled up by like 100. So we made a giant Atlantis mock. That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, I will check it out. Yeah, giant mocks. I am a big fan of giant mocks. I build them every now and then, but because of the nature of giant mocks, you can't do them all the time. So, unless you build even faster than me, which would be very impressive indeed. I know there are some out there that do. So. Sweet home Chicago. Take loads of pics, Rob, of that con. Yes, Rob, feel free to take and share lots of pictures of the cool builds that you see. I know you are able to post some of those recaps on Instagram sometimes. It used to be that Beyond the Brick and other YouTubers would do like a full convention tour. I don't know if they're still doing that. I think they're just like covering the highlights. I don't know if the conventions themselves asked them to stop, or if they just got tired of walking around for 3 hours and seeing every single mock. But yeah, I don't think they do that quite like they used to back in the day. So. Which was fun when you couldn't make it to Brickworld Chicago. You could watch pretty much the whole thing on the video. So, well, if I ever get there, maybe next year, I will do a full tour for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and cover all the mocks. Because I like doing long streams like that. Grumpy dropping all the emojis. Thanks for that demonstration, Grumpy. I think they look pretty cool. Mark OG Fallworth, be right back. Take care, Cross. No worries. Hopefully see you in a little bit. Ooh, doing it submission-based is definitely something quite unique. I think maybe picking one build yourself, though, to highlight maybe something that you just think went under the radar would be cool, too. Possibly, Michael. Yeah, I know there are YouTube channels, people in the LEGO universe that just feature cool mocks. One of my favorites is a Brick Dreamer. He's a YouTuber. I think he's in Italy? Argentina? He's got a beautiful Italian accent, I think. And so he does some good recaps. He also occasionally writes for the Brothers Brick, which I like. I think that's neat. So, but yeah, I don't know if I would actually go out and find it versus having people send it to me. Maybe if I'm like not getting quite enough emails about it, we'll see. But yeah, that's always a possibility. Or I could even feature some of my old creations, because I have over 1,000 old builds that I really don't see the light of day anymore. And I could pull one out of the archives every now and then just for fun. So that might be something I do at the end. We'll see. We might we'll try the basic format of people sending stuff to me, but then we'll try and not actually physically send me a picture. It's very simple. But yeah, so we'll try that first. So. The set reviews can be interesting, but not as entertaining as some good mock videos. That's my feelings, Brickzerkers, but I think that there are more set collectors than LEGO builders at this point. So there's always going to be a little bit more of an audience for set reviews, but that's not what appeals to me as much. Because I don't like every set. I like most sets, but not every theme. I certainly don't collect every theme. So not every theme I'm going to sit and watch a 30-minute review of a set. So. Some of them, though, I certainly will. Like anything castle-related, for sure. Speaking of newer sets, there's a little track piece in that new dark orange color. That's pretty neat. That one's going in the system pieces, not the Technic. And this bin has probably 4 or 5 times as many pieces in it, so it might be a while before we actually get any progress on it. Beyond the Brick still do those once in a while. I always watch them all the way through. Yeah, those are my favorite videos of theirs, although I like the individual mock recaps too. So. Mark Fallworth, I'm back. Good to see you, Cross. That was pretty quick. Glad you're back. Yeah, Brick Dreamer is awesome. He recaps like everything. Yeah, lots of like top quality mocks. If you just want to see a recap of what happened, and is it every week or every 2 weeks or every month? Brick Dreamer does them pretty frequently, so worth checking out. So, if you like LEGO YouTube videos, he's one of my favorites. So. I remember Brick Vault used to do that a lot and back in the day. They probably still do. I just don't watch their videos all the time. Colin Perry is here. Will you ever build more mocks with your Roman guys with the blue trident shields? Ooh, great question, Colin. Yes, certainly so. The problem is, I don't think people understand those custom-made Lego themes that I've done in the past. I think that people certainly think they're interesting looking, but I don't think it resonates quite as much as like classic space themes. Like Mtron did really well, and it gets a lot of attention at conventions. So does Ice Planet. Probably more so than even a big custom, I called them the Pyrian Empire, custom stuff like that. And like I really want to bring back Lorios with the classic Mark of Falworth fighting the barbarians in the desert. But for some reason, it just doesn't quite gain the same level of traction on Instagram, so we'll see. I would certainly like to do that, though. And is that... I remember having a friend, Colin Perry, in Scotland, so I want to make sure if that's you, good to see you, Colin. But if it's somebody else, my mistake. Must be another Colin Perry. So. Yeah, so those classic mocks, that would be something I could do as a kind of a throwback. Like, here's a feature from back in 2015 when I was building like crazy back then, because, yeah, it's been a long building journey for myself, so. Darkside Brick Circus says, so you're saying if I upload a 30-minute next night set review, you'll watch it? No! That's not exactly what I'm talking about, Brick Circus. Just wait till Tuesday. All of the details will be revealed to you. It is very simple, and it's very little work on your part other than taking a picture, so, yeah. This is me. Great to see you doing YouTube. I'd love to build more collaborative worlds together in future. Good to see you, Colin. I thought it might have been you, so good to see you, man. Glad that you got to tune into a live stream. Yes, we need to make some more kind of old school, like long stories, role playing, those group collaborative story efforts in the castle and historical fantasy vibe. That would be amazing, man. One of these days for sure. When we all have lots more free time and even more Lego than now. But yeah, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Every week, yeah, I have usually seen everything though, to be honest. Yeah, so it's nice in a way if you don't have the time to peruse like Instagram and other the typical hot spots for Lego mocks. But if you do scroll quite a bit through the Lego hashtags, it can be a little repetitive, but sometimes your mocks get featured. I know he's featured some of my stuff every now and then, and that's always exciting to see what people think about it. So that would be definitely some. It would inspire me to watch it more when he features my stuff. So, Marco Forward, I just called someone pretty quick. No worries, Cross. No worries. Svam Studios says, we see your Lego Adventurers mock behind you. That's one of our favorite mocks you've made. Are you planning on building more adventurers? Yes, Svam Studios. I am planning on more adventurers. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. So that was the 24-hour desert sub-theme adventurers mock. I had so much fun building that. It's one of my favorites I've done recently too. So yes, absolutely planning more adventurers. There are several more sub-themes. There's Orient Expedition, which is probably the biggest of all the sub-themes because it has like 3 sub-themes in a sub-theme, 3 different parts of the globe. Then you have Jungle, which is also fantastic. There's some amazing things that can be done in like Amazon, Aztec-style ruins, Mesoamerican. Then there's also the Dino Island, which is probably the craziest of the Adventurers sub-themes. And that one, it's near and dear to my heart, though, because I grew up with those Dino Island Adventure sets. And I would probably try to mix in some of the Studios stuff, because let me show you an example here. Take that down first. There you go. You don't need to see how much I spent on it. But this is a Lego Studios set with none other than Johnny Thunder and Pippin Reed being attacked by some very crude looking raptors and capturing something in that style. This is actually a Jurassic Park 3 branded set. So capturing something in that style would be awesome. Very unusual and unique, but I think it could be pretty cool. A few dinosaurs and some filmmaking twists to it would be really fun. Studios was a very unusual theme. Be cool to highlight at some point in the future. So. Darkside Brick Circus says, haha, laughing face. I'm definitely in for Castle Fantasy collab. I do want to build more in that theme. It'd be fun to get people kind of unified and motivated and all moving in the same direction, creating stories within a unified world. Because we've done that in the past. Colin knows about it, but we had... there was Guilds of Historica was the first one on Eurobricks, which was a hoppin' place back in the day, I tell you what. But then the people who were active on the Classic Castle forums wanted to do their own too, myself included. And we ended up making the Lands of Classic Castle, later renamed the Lands of Roia. And that was a lot of fun. We had probably 400 or 500 members at peak. Obviously not everyone was building quite all the time, but it was a lot of activity, a lot of fun. Some great challenges, some dumb challenges too. Some of the stories that happened from like the global, like here's what everyone should be trying to do, were silly. Things I came up with too. But it was a lot of fun overall, and I would love to get back into that at some point. That'd be fun. I don't know if I have enough time to fully organize that now, or be part of an organization team for that now, but at some point, though, I'd love to do that. Especially if I could get the technology side of things figured out so it's more automated versus hands-on stuff. I know that a lot of simple programming can really speed things up, because back in the day, we just basically did everything by hand and counted everything by hand. It was very time-consuming. But now it'd be a lot easier, I think. And with how easy it is for technology, taking photos, communicating with people, it'd be fun. I'd love that. Well, we've made a decent amount of progress in this bin. We've just basically scratched off the top surface. Still a long way to go. I'd love to get this bin done in the next... I don't know if we'll get it done in the next 30 minutes, but we'll keep working on it. So. There's a Space Miner helmet. This is one of the most detailed headgears from the CMF line. A variety of orange colors used there, so very interesting. Putting that with minifigs. And one piece that caught my eye was the Shred with 2Ds launcher from Zalax. These guys were the best. I need a rubber band to make this work, but you could use this ramp to launch like this. You can go, essentially just go kablam, bam, shoot it out like that. Very fun. I guess I'll put that with the minifigure parts. So. It's technically a Lego piece, although I think it's more of a, like a, I don't know what the term for the molding process is, but it's like a cheaper plastic than Lego pieces. A little bit more soft and flexible. And that's dark gray there. Yeah. I think he features you like every time you post, actually. And I mean, he should, though. Your 12-hour series is my favorite series on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Michael. Yeah, it's nice to be featured for sure. Yeah. So, posting consistently helps keep your name up high in the algorithm, I suppose. So. Grumpy J says, "I'm down. That'd be pretty awesome." Yeah, all the great projects and collaboratives would be fun to participate for sure. One day I'll get something done. Probably not immediately though. I need to keep my YouTube productivity up, I think. So once that becomes more settled, maybe so. Fall Equinox is here. Good to see you, Autumn. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. I saw the latest installment of your comic series. It's very exciting to see that unravel. All the questions about Ren and where he's been from leaving Ice Planet. Only 2 days on that planet, but a big time skip if you were on Earth. So, very interesting. Yeah, we're sorting some Lego. It's going very well so far. I've been able to pretty consistently get some pieces down. Still a lot here, and so much more over there in the big bin. I will say, though, having been a little more consistent with our sorting the past few weeks, we have made a considerable dent in the bin over there. So now it's less overflowing out the top and a little bit scooped out from inside. So it's gone from maybe 120 pounds to 100 pounds. So progress is progress. Can't complain too much. Woo! Sorting stream. Good to see you, Klein Bricks. Hope you're doing well. Yes, we are sorting. Getting some sorting done. Here's a nice fence piece with that caution sticker on the front. I like that. I guess, do I want to put that in stickered elements? I think I should, because I don't want the sticker to get messed up. There we go. Oh, so this little combination of pieces knocked loose a memory in my brain of when I assembled this very combination. This is a support pillar for the inside of the World Serpent's watery terrain that it was inside. This would have been back in 2021, so a number of years ago now. But yeah, we took apart the water so that we could use those transparent pieces for things like Tron and other scenes, because we used all of our transparent pieces to do that. It sure looked amazing with all those lights, though. If you haven't seen it, there are videos here on the channel, some of my earliest videos, as well as definitely some reels and posts on Instagram. For the, I think it was a couple years that build was together, and went to a number of different conventions and won a lot of awards, which is part of the reason we mark ourselves ineligible these days. But that was a great build, one of my favorites. I want to rebuild it even bigger at some point, even though most of it is still together up there. I moved it up to a shelf, so it's a little bit out of the way. It was a thrilling page-turner, Autumn. Grumptastic job. Yes, exactly. Grumpy J knows what I'm talking about. He reads the comic as well. So. Darkside Brickcircus says, I gotta get back to posting more regularly. My problem is too many build ideas. Trying to keep at least 1 or 2 big ones going and a few smaller mocks for quick posts. That is a common problem for Lego builders, Darkside Brickcircus, is just having a lot of ideas, but not a lot of free time to build them. Even as somebody who builds a lot, it's like I still have all these things I want to do, like Helldivers, I want to do Horizon, I need to finish Ice Planet at some point because it's not quite done. The projects pile up if you have lots of themes you enjoy. So I guess it's good to have all those different things to work on now. So. Good evening, members. Good to see you, T. Valkyrie. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Yes, we got a number of members in the chat now. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone who supports the channel. It means a lot to me. And those who aren't members, you're welcome to join. It's 99 cents a month. Pretty easy. There's a link in the description. I'll start advertising now. Got a chunk of Duplo. I don't know where that's from, but it'll always be useful. Duplo is like the best filler brick if you're making a big mountain or a landscape or even like a big vehicle or ship. You just need to fill some space. It's like a handful of 2x4 bricks is 1 Duplo brick, so it does the trick. I think Duplo is sometimes cheaper than Lego too. Not all the time, but certainly sometimes. Especially if you can get it like used. That's one way to do it. So I know I've gotten a number of my Duplo pieces not new and therefore pretty cheap. Works good for big projects. Speaking of big projects, my friend Intense Bricks continues to add to his giant castle display in his Lego room. And you can see all the Duplo that guy has gone through over the years. It's a lot. So yeah, you can ask him about using it for filler bricks. Now, is this Lego? It is. Oh my gosh. So this piece here, this tiny little ugly window, is in fact Lego. It says Lego on the inside, even though the plastic looks really cheap and very mirrored. It is an old school window, and I have no idea where that's from. It has a little plastic pane in there, a little window pane. That is crazy. It's got to be pretty old too. I'm guessing 60s, 70s, based on the plastic type. Interesting. That's neat. I want to save that out, but I think I'm just going to put it with the red pieces because I already put a number of red windows in this red bin. So hopefully I can track it down later if I need to. Interesting. Legos with Asa is here. Good to see you, Legos with Asa. Hope you're doing well. We just found a Gungan warrior with a shield equipped. One of the most fearsome species in the galaxy, for sure. He will go in the minifigure bin, ready to go. Next time I'm building a Naboo battle scene, which actually would be hilarious, so that would be pretty fun to see. I got tons of those old window pieces from my mom's collection from the 70s. 70s, gotcha, Michael. That would make sense. I don't have a lot of those, so it's new to me. Very fascinating. That old school Lego doesn't always make it over here to the States. I think it was just less purchased and especially less saved. People probably threw away a lot of classic Lego, which makes me sad to think about. But such is fate sometimes. My bad. January of last year. Yeah, I may or may not still be working on Adventurers Tower that I started back in January. One of my goals this year is to finish that. January of last year, 2024. Golly, Darkside, that's a long time working on a mock. I hope you get it done at some point. I'm sure it will be very impressive, though, if you've been working on it for that long. Hopefully, it hasn't sat on the shelf too long. So. There's some of that weird butter yellow color there. That's interesting. I think that's from Island Extreme Stunts. One of my favorite weird sub-themes. Actually, it's a real theme, I think. I think it's a full-on on its own. So. This would have been from the 90th anniversary Lionites Castle, I believe. Based on the configuration of pieces on it. It's probably beneath the drawbridge. Very interesting. I won't be saving this, but it's cool to see. Because this is a beautiful color of a plate here. These are very nice new tile pieces too, I can tell. Nabooians demand a mock? The Gungan battle scene would go pretty great, I think. I have a lot of Gungans. I have some droids. I'd probably need to make more droids. Maybe a custom droidica. Because like a minifigure scale one would be hard to make. Yeah, that would definitely gonna happen one day, Grumpy. I have all those Gungans ready to go. Just need to reassemble them. Need to rally the Gungans one day. So. Well, 1970s equals pretty old. For someone born in 1994, the 70s seems like a while ago, Mr. Just Break It. Not trying to be calloused or rude to those who are from those eras. So, but yeah, for my age, that is a little bit before my time. So, there's some pieces from the Avatar giant bird guy, giant fearsome creature. I like those stickers, even though they'll probably be more useful not stickered. I'll save them for now. So. Another burnt orange steering wheel. Now I've got two of them. I think they came in a set with a couple of them. So I've got parts from stuff as old as some of the first ever Lego sets. Bought so many collections on Marketplace. That's the way to do it, Michael. That's how you get a lot of good pieces to build with. And some weird pieces to build with. Gungans on the march. Exactly. They said on the march. It's taken longer due to what mock I want to put money towards for parts. There's almost 1K of the windows of the set that I've got in it so far, and it's only about halfway done. Oh my goodness, yeah. If it's a huge investment in windows, which that would make sense, then yeah, I can see why it's taking a while. No worries. I'm excited to see it hopefully one day. No rush, no pressure. Well, besides that which you want to put on yourself. That's an interesting curved piece. I'm trying to remember where that would have been from. Is that from the diner? It might be. That would be useful in a Rock Raiders mock, I think. Yep, weird pieces for the win. Amen to that, Michael. Justice for Jar Jar. Well, have you heard of Jar Jar fate post the prequels? No, I haven't heard of his official fate. I don't know the exact story of what happened to Jar Jar. I heard it was pretty bad. Because you see, like, Gungan skeletons all over the place. Like in the, I think it was The Force Awakens, there was a quick shot to a Gungan skeleton. And then, like, in Andor, spoilers, there's, like, a Gungan skeleton with, like, a burn mark on its skull. That seems to imply that it's from some character, possibly Jar Jar. There's also implications that he was a Sith. But yeah, that's if you believe he was Darth Jar Jar, I like that theory. I think it's very funny. But yeah, there's it seems to look convoluted. Somebody has the official story. Feel free to drop it. There's Nexus to Zach. Good to see you, Nexus. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by, my old friend. You're late, Nexus to Zach. Cross. Nexus is never late nor never early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Nah, some people get busy and can't make it all the time, and that's totally okay. Life happens. I get it. Dang, Mark actually dropping Star Wars facts I didn't pick up on. You didn't pick that up? You didn't see that, Michael? Well, I guess, I think my Instagram algorithm knows I'm a big Jar Jar Binks and Gungan fan, so I see more of that than most people, I imagine. Yeah, so I think that's probably a good explanation for why you haven't seen that yet, Michael. That being said, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I've long said that I'm a casual Star Wars fan, so that's, it'll hopefully, I like niche things about Star Wars. I don't like... I don't know all the facts for sure. So. Ooh, that's fun. A little baby octopus in coral. You can't really see it in this picture, but it's a very neat piece. That's going with the minifigure pieces because it's an animal, and we'll go with the small animals at some point. So, little baby octopus. Friends made some really cool pieces. I know Friends did some really kind of not fantastic set designs in the past, but they've made some good ones, and that little octopus was a good one. So. How dare you, Nexus, arriving on time. Nice to see you, Cross Airborne. Mark, the keeper of the Gungan lore. Yeah, that's me. That's a title I will take, actually. I like the Gungans, so. What's next on your building challenges, Mark? Kind of been out of the loop. No worries, Nexus. Next is one that is currently in production, and that is the Dwarven Forge. So a scene featuring the fantasy castle dwarves. And it should be awesome. I've posted some very early previews for members, so Nexus, if you want to go check that out at some point, it's in the posts area for members like yourself, so feel free to check it out. But yeah, it's I think it's going to be one of the really good ones in the series. I'm excited for it. I will be hopefully finishing that tomorrow because I got busy over this weekend, had multiple social things happen, including another D&D session. So yeah, staying very busy, unfortunately. But hopefully we'll get back on track with build production tomorrow and Tuesday. So. Surprise, surprise, I don't build them all in one day anymore. I usually split it up. Ooh, that's a really nice green rubber band. That would actually be super useful for things. So. It's shield on the bottom left of the screen. Is it rare to find a castle minifigure torso of that? The Black Falcons? Not necessarily. Depends on which version of the Black Falcons. If it's the classic 80s version, then yes, that's actually kind of rare at this point. Some people have lots of them, but they're more expensive to find nowadays. This particular version of the Black Falcon shield is from the Kingdom's Lion Knights Joust set when it was featured for the Black Knight, which is a very valuable figure, and that shield is probably kind of harder to find too. So if you find a figure with this exact style of Falcon, it's a little harder to find. The latest version, which is available in the Creator 301 Castle from a few years back, and the Lion Knights Anniversary Castle, that one is a little more common. But I think it's still a valuable figure. Any good castle figure has some value to it. because people like to army build them. So kind of depends on which one you're talking about. Oh, ooh, Mark returning to his roots. Wait, OMG, did I miss previews? So, Michael, if you're a member, you should be able to check out the members area, and there's a post, I think it was like a couple days ago now, I want to say 3 or 4 days ago, and it features some awesome dwarven architecture starting to happen. Basically, the floors and the forge itself, which looks pretty ornate. So, not going to say too much about it, because hopefully people will be able to see it next weekend. But yeah, members can get a very early view right now. So, and Darkside Brickzerkers, welcome to the Knights of Falworth. Thank you for joining, Darkside Brickzerkers. Yes, it's only 99 cents, so hopefully it's not breaking the bank for you. And yeah, you get some nice advantages. You can see things early, including the what we were talking about earlier, the mock review series idea, and the information how to participate in that right now versus everyone else who has to wait till Tuesday. So keep an eye out for that. Yes, D&D. Yes, Autumn. Autumn, I think you're our #1 Lego D&D fan, and I really appreciate it. Basically, you know, they don't get a lot of views, and that's really understood and okay at this point because we're uploading these. Half the reason we're uploading these is to save them for ourselves, so we can say what did we say in that one episode, what happened in that one episode, so we can go watch it and remember what happened. It's almost like a public library of what we've gone through already, but it's also hopefully a few people watch it along the way and enjoy the story that's unfolding. The episode that we recorded is going to be pretty funny, pretty crazy, but not a lot of progress was made just because of certain activities that took a lot of time but were still interesting. So yeah, it was a good session, fun. I didn't do much. I mostly just watched, but it was good. So I think people will like it. We'll edit it so that it's nice and fluid and flows well. So not too long. Ooh, dwarfs! How fun! Looking forward to it. Yes. So basically, Nexus, that last build was the runners-up from a number of polls previously. Dwarves was one of them, Spyrius was one of them, Romans was one of them. So, of those 3 themes, dwarves absolutely dominated, got like 50% of the vote. So, dwarves it is. And I was very excited because I did really want to build some dwarves. So, I do want to build Spyrius and Romans again soon too, but they're going to have to wait. And that's okay. Hopefully they won't wait too long. We will keep rotating out themes that have come before for a little while, and then we'll try some new ones eventually too. Eventually I want to get to the point where I can do a 12-hour build that's just, I wanted to do this, I thought it would be a good video, and here it is, versus all of them being poll-based. Although I still love the polls because it's like, it really shows me what people want to see in most cases. So, what's the most click-worthy theme sometimes, so. Scrolling through those posts and seeing the Life on Mars build again. Man, you didn't nail the color palette and the coordination on that one. Just so clean. Oh, thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Yeah, I was very pleased with how that one turned out. It's relatively simple as far as building techniques, but the colors just do all the work for me. So using those colors made it look excellent. So. Darkside Brickzerker says, Dune emoji, I have now joined your kingdom, beware the dark side. Yes! Congratulations, Darkside Brickzerkers. Thank you for joining. I think you'll enjoy the community. So. I don't believe, Mark, there's a torso of that on Minifigs Cross-Airborne Customs. Oh, are we talking about the Mark of Falworth shield or the Falcon shield? I might have been confused. Either way, I don't think I call it the Falworth shield, but it's actually the Town Hall shield from the Town Hall modular. I think that's the only set that shield came in. So it's kind of a little bit harder to find now, probably. But, yeah. I think I have like 6 or 7 of them. Not too many, but enough to do some cool little scenes with if I needed to. Oh, let's see. Yeah, the last one that I saw was Atlantis build. Yeah, that was... yeah, that was a few weeks ago now, but that is pretty recent, Nexus. You're good. You're not that far out of the loop, so it took me a second to think, when was that? So. Yeah, the last one that happened after that was Life on Mars, which was a week ago, and hopefully this weekend we'll have Dwarves too, if everything goes to plan. So. Oh yeah, new emotes, love them. Yes, those are two themes you'll probably like, Nexus. So glad you're catching up. So. Yes, can't wait to check out your video. I may have some builds to send your way. Yes, absolutely. It can be any build. It could be one you're working on. It could be one that you've already completed. It could be one you completed a while ago. Any mock build is eligible as long as it's family friendly and uses Lego pieces. Those are the only stipulations. So, I already got a few submissions today, so next video should happen next week. That'll be fun. There's an interesting bat wing piece. I think this is from Chima, as well as things like Nexonites and other wild themes. It's a pretty neat piece, though. Did I just say a Nexonite piece is neat? Oh, well. There's a magenta fish. I like that color. I would have loved to use that on my Atlantis mock a little while ago, but it is what it is. I missed that opportunity this time. I could probably just slap it on there now, but I'd have to unpack it then. I've been catching up on your D&D videos while I'm at work. It's been great when I get weird looks while I burst out laughing from them. Keep them coming. Oh, yeah, that's what happens when you're watching a video and you happen to, like, it's really funny and you laugh. Then people are like, huh? Well, I'm glad it's giving you burst out fits of laughter. That's very good. I know we were absolutely flabbergasted and floored and just, like, not screaming uncontrollably, but basically, like, blown away by some of the crazy twists and turns that have happened throughout the story. So it is a bit of a long, tedious watch, but yeah, background listening is probably the best way to appreciate that, because I don't know if I would sit through the entire video if I hadn't already edited it and gone through it multiple times and actually been there the first time, you know. So. But yeah, appreciate you listening to those. Yeah, one day I want to see if I can either get to the point where I'm comfortable DMing myself or trick all of my D&D friends into doing a live stream, because I think that this D&D stuff would make a very convincing live stream. I might need a more powerful computer. My Wi-Fi is almost up to par. I have decent Wi-Fi now, but I might need a computer with a little bit more punch, a little more processing power, because it's pretty demanding to either record and stream. Like, I don't know if I could do both at the same time. So we'd have to figure that out. And we'd have to be careful doing a live stream, because I wouldn't be able to edit out the occasional expletive, so the occasional bad word, cuss word. So they've gotten pretty good about it, but every now and then one pops through, and it's kind of like it's almost justified sometimes. So yeah, I have to work on that. So I'm looking forward to the new designer 3-in-1 castle with the new minifigures for castle theme. Yes, Nexus. We talked about that a few weeks ago, but yeah, it is definitely one of the highlights of the year for me. Some of those new shields are awesome. Like the white horse on the blue background kind of gives me the Dragon Paladin vibes. And then the yellow and black snake pattern, super cool. Just awesome stuff. So looking forward to getting at least one of those sets, maybe more. Given that it's a creator set, it's very likely we'll see those pieces on Lego Pick and Build or Pick a Brick, whatever they call it now. So definitely keeping an eye out for those eventually too. Hopefully they produce them in the same quantities they have for the Lion Knights, because those have been available for a while, and I think everyone has appreciated the fact that they've been available for a while. So yeah. Enjoy the rest of the evening, gentlemen. Gotta go. Take care, T Valkyrie. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your evening. Yeah, we are about at an hour. I think I'll go for another 15, 20 minutes, and then I'll probably wrap it up. I don't think I can go the full 2 hours tonight. I'm just a little bit tired. And got a busy day tomorrow, too. So. We'll work for a little bit longer. Get towards the bottom of this bin. We'll see how we feel. So. good pieces sorted already. Several bins accomplished at this point. Well, one easy bin and one hard bin getting down to the bottom here, so that's good. That haunted house is giving serious callbacks to Monster Hunters. Oh yes, it definitely has that vibe for sure. That one also looks pretty cool. I honestly like the unicorn castle with all the crazy colors, the rainbow colors, and the little unicorn figures. That looks like so much fun. It'd be cool to get that set and mix those in with a really fanciful castle. Kind of like a Disney castle of sorts. So. Some good sets. Yeah, did anybody get any June 1st releases or pre-order any of the summer ones? I don't know if you can even pre-order them yet. I think they're just coming soon. Ooh, that's neat. I think this is from the Disney castle. There's a little window, but I don't know if you can see it. There's a little pearlescent, opalescent piece in there. The little window pane. It's very shiny. I think that's from the mini Disney castle. And it might have got taken apart. Bum bum bum. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Anything else of note in here? Not really. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I was about to head out, but I can stay up another 20 minutes. Only slept 2 hours last night. Oh no, Michael! Well, we won't stay up too much later. We will be wrapping it up here in a minute. Appreciate you staying up. You don't have to do so. You can get some sleep if you need to. Blah, that's it. Reminds me of Unikitty, Mark. Hey, Nexus. It's like Cloud Cuckoo Land. It's the best part of the movie. It's great. Those beautiful colors. I mean, if you had listened to Brickmaster Amy talk about color, you would eventually learn to appreciate it too. What did Grumpy say? I missed Grumpy's comment. Next is, I want 3 of them to make a big haunted house. That would be awesome, Grumpy. I think that's a fantastic mock idea. Basically a built-in mock idea, because you could just kind of build different rooms and stories and make a huge mansion. Grumpy, you gotta do that. That'd be awesome. Grumpy has some really, really good mock ideas every now and then. That'd be pretty funny. I'm always excited to see more updates to his Star Wars droid Tiki Bar scene, which was in competition for Best Star Wars at Atlanta BrickCon. I hope he gets Best Star Wars at Tampa. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I think Grumpy's going to Tampa, right? Yeah. I'm just waiting for the Bricklink Designer sets. Didn't get any June 1st sets. Oh, gotcha, Nexus. Yeah, I got. I did buy a copy, pre-order copy of the Siege Camp. But I think that's all I got from the latest wave of Bricklink Designer programs, if I'm not mistaken. Because I saw that one released and I'm like, I haven't regretted buying those big castle sets because they have gone up a bit in value afterwards. So, although I haven't built them yet, I'm saving them for a nice rainy day, maybe a big live stream. Maybe a multi-hour live stream at some point. So, one day. Honestly, I'm waiting for some June 1st sets to go on sale. Yes, Autumn, I can absolutely relate. I didn't buy the new botanical Japanese maple bonsai tree set. The one with the beautiful red leaves and I think it's the tan tree trunk. It's a gorgeous set, super well designed, but I think it's $20 more than it should be. I think it's too expensive. Whether that one will ever go on sale or not remains to be seen, but that's one that I would want to spend less money on. I'd want to get some kind of deal to justify the extra cost, because it's like 300 or 400 pieces and it's like $60, $70. I think it's $60. And it's just like, that's way too much for a set with no minifigures and no licensing. That's just Lego thinking, oh, I bet you we could charge an extra $20 for that. Yeah. I don't like that. I didn't like that part. We bought a total of 8 new sets today. That's awesome, Mr. Just Break It. That's a lot of sets. I know you said you got a couple bluey ones too. So. Yeah, those are... I haven't watched Bluey. I will eventually catch some of it. But I'm aware of Bluey, and I think it's good that it's... I think it's probably a good show, and it's probably good that LEGO is doing stuff for it because it's very popular, even with adults that like it. So that tells you something about a show. I survived an 8-hour concert last night. I think I'll manage 20 minutes. Well, there you go. There you go, Michael. You still got that endurance. I couldn't do that nowadays. I need my beauty sleep. I'd be feeling groggy for a week if I got 20 minutes of sleep one evening alone. Yeah, we'll wrap it up in another 5 minutes. I don't think we're getting this 100% done, but we can certainly get some more progress done. A few more pieces here and there. Here's an interesting brick. I think it's a pretty cool one. You can barely see it here. There's a little bit better angle, but it's a 1x1 brick with that sparkle in there. It's trans purple with sparkle. That is just fun. I don't even know what I would use that for, other than like a little potion bottle, perhaps. But that's neat. I like it. And Grumpy J Nexus agreeing with Fall Equinox there. Yep, exactly. $20 more than it should be is almost every set nowadays. Ooh, Darkside Berserkers. I hate to agree with you, but unfortunately that is, I think, very poignant and accurate right now. Yep. Inflation. Gotta love it. And big corporation LEGO really making sure that their profits keep going up. They really don't want to charge reasonable prices for things anymore. That being said, I think the best deal in LEGO right now is the Viking Village, because it has like several thousand pieces, and it's like, what was it, $130? It's cheap. Very cheap for what it is. Like, they really could have charged a lot more money for it, but they did not. And I appreciate it. So, if you need a good deal on parts and minifigures, get the Viking Village. I don't like how it is not very structurally sound, much to some of my friends' irritation. I dropped it in the bin, but I think it was great for parts. So I did get it, and I'm glad I got it. But, yeah. Especially for Star Wars and now Marvel. Yeah, Star Wars and Marvel are pretty unfortunate for those fans. They're getting bled dry a little bit. So. Tragic. Am I putting that in gray? Put that in gray. My next paycheck is going strictly to the Jonas Kram's Mushroom Village set and the Adventures in Transylvania. Yeah, those two look pretty good. I don't know if I'm going for the other mushroom set. I have the first one, and I think that's my favorite of his. We'll see. Do I need both of them now? You got me thinking about it now, Nexus. Yeah, I really can't go wrong with the Bricklink Designer Program sets. If you keep them sealed for a while and you just don't feel like, oh, I don't need it after all, you could sell it for twice the price on eBay. So they seem to be holding their value pretty well so far. Kind of depends on the set, though. Some of them are more valuable than others. So. I wouldn't encourage people to just buy them just to resell, though. I kind of dislike it when people do that. I realize you're going to make money, but it's annoying for fans who want to get it at a slightly more affordable price later. So. At least not triple the price later. So. Tariffs, inflation, and LEGO terrible combos. Exactly. Unfortunately. $15% of my paycheck went into the concert last night, and another 20% went to LEGO I bought today. It's only the first day of the month. Whoops. Oh, no. Michael, my guy. Slow down. You gotta save some money for groceries, my friend. Well, I'm sure you had an amazing time, so Enjoy it while it lasts, but yes, you might be a little bit stretched thin at the end of the month. Oh boy. Michael living the dream over here. I also got the Viking Village for parts, and yeah, I barely get sets due to Mox needing parts, but I do bricklink some of the great figures that come in them. I do bricklink some stuff separately too, yeah. I don't think that is going to be the case for the vending machine. I think people are really going to be upcharging those, so I think I'll probably be happy I bought it in the long run. I'm annoyed now, because I think it should have been cheaper, but it is what it is. Sometimes it's worth spending a little bit extra to get exactly what you want, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Alright, well, I'm starting to get tired. I feel like we've talked about a bunch of great stuff, had an amazing chat so far. This has been a very good stream. I appreciate everyone tuning in. We're probably going to wrap it up here. Call it a night. Do some more sorting some other time soon. There aren't going to be any other live streams till next Friday or Saturday when we have another building stream. It could be anything. I have no idea what it's going to be yet. It might be more mock building. Maybe it'll be a set. The last set live stream was pretty fun. So we'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Especially if you like LEGO content, you want to have more of it in your feed, feel free to do so. Keep an eye out for the new series announcement on Tuesday at 1. That'll be fun for everyone to participate in, so keep an eye out for that. Members can already see it, and members can already see a bunch of other stuff, so all that jazz. So, all right, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see ya.